Yeah. So
Superior.
No, Superior will be up here. We're going to be talking about the Palace and Ralph Lauren collaboration that has been being teased lately.
Yes, sir.
There aren't any like actual official items that have been shown off, but you can speculate. And they've been teasing graphics of the like collaboration logos together the whole time. So these are like the first set of ones. They just have them thrown up on like jumbotrons or whatever.
And where is that? It has to be somewhere in Japan.
So I'd say it's somewhere in Japan because underneath the logo it has that. But yeah, you got that one, and then these ones were also spotted at the same time, which are just like, you know, this is probably in like Las Vegas or California or something. But yeah, you just got these brandings like all over the place showing up, and it's just Palace and Ralph Lauren. Next you had this, even more branding. This came out like a couple days ago. Just like a ton of banners posted on the wall. I think I've also seen some in some subways. So yeah, they're actually branding it pretty heavily. But I think Palace usually does that. Especially like with their Adidas stuff, they'll do that too. It's interesting to see them collaborating with Polo because they've never done this before. Yeah.
I haven't seen Polo do any collabs like this with other streetwear. Have you? Polo's always been kind of like a purist type brand where, you know, people wear Polo, it's just Polo. You know what I mean? Wear 2 chains, all this Polo on. I got horsepower. But no, nonetheless, when you told me about this originally, I was like, really? That's interesting.
Yeah, I thought it was interesting. I kind of have an idea of what it might be. I don't know if you remember, but the last Palace Adidas collaboration, the tennis one, it was just pretty much the Adidas logo and then it said Palace underneath it. And I mean, that's pretty much all it was. It was really bland stuff.
I did like some of the pieces from that, but I just don't think like, I hope they don't do that again.
I really feel like this is what the Polo's gonna be, just because I think of Polo, all I think about is like, you know,
white,
pretty preppy stuff. They're not super loud. I did go on their site and I was looking more into some Polo stuff, and it looks like they do a lot of like patchwork and it seemed like they had a lot of cut and sew stuff. I feel Polo, like you were saying, is kind of a safe brand, and this is definitely stepping out of the like comfort zone probably. So it would be really interesting to see if they did something crazy like that, but I just don't see it happening, especially on like their first collaboration with a big brand like this.
Yeah. I think it's cool though, nonetheless. I really do appreciate the collaborative efforts on both. I'm always sure that like the streetwear brands are always, you know, interested to do collabs like that.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to have my hopes up or whatever. I'll probably be too broke to buy anything anyway, but, you know, Ralph Lauren Polo's always been pretty pricey. And Palace is also pretty pricey lately.
Yeah, Palace is expensive. Yeah.
I want to hope for some flannels, because it just getting to like, you know, the fall season, at least in the States, you know.
Do some expensive flannels.
Oh, without doubt. Polo has always been kind of known for their like flannels and different kind of like sweaters and stuff like that. So hopefully they kind of throw in some of that, and then Palace just comes in with like little branding here and there.
So what do you think the prices will be like? Because we haven't really seen Palace do too many collaborations, so it's kind of hard to predict what the prices will be like.
Yeah, and they haven't done like a big name like Polo. Adidas is huge.
Yeah, Adidas is huge. With the Adidas collaborations, I think the prices are still exactly the same. If not, it's just like a little bit higher prices. They really just go off the materials that are used and kind of like the type of the product. That will gauge the prices. So it'll be interesting to see if the Polo ones are way more expensive or not.
I'll look for some cool like little accessories like that too. I like the hats that they did with this, like little visors, because that is totally tennis related.
So this screen cap's only like part of the image, but below they also included tennis balls and like every type of sweatband that you can get. What I thought was the coolest piece was a umbrella and the big Adidas logo, and then it said Palace underneath it. I thought that was really cool. And then, like I said, the tennis balls too. Those are cool. But yeah, they also had a ton of accessories. But this is a really big Adidas collaboration for Palace. Like usually you don't see huge collections like this.
When do we find out? When do we find out about like have they even announced anything? Just a bunch of teases.
Yep, just a bunch of teases. But I will say, Palace is usually like
bang bang bang.
When they announce the new collections or the new seasons, they'll do like a teaser, like a day or a couple days later. They'll do like the lookbook, and then like right after that comes the actual range where you can preview all the items. So I'd say next week sometime, or like this upcoming week. We'll see it pretty soon probably.
Good. Yeah, that'd be exciting for a lot of us.
Yeah, so that'll be cool to see. But yeah, that's about it.
That is about it.
When the lights go out and the run, you're on.